Hey gang, quick surprise pop-up. Not a complete surprise for those of you who knew it was coming, because I mentioned it a couple times, but I am currently at the Cyclones Brooklyn Coney Island Stadium watching this Mets-affiliated minor league team play against a Yankees-affiliated team from the Hudson Valley Renegades. So it's sort of like a New York minor league subway series, if you will. I'm Chris Sandeman, and I'm not supposed to show you the baseball game, so I'm not gonna. Really, like, see it over my shoulder.
Number 22, Jalen.
But I am going to show you a little bit about where we are because it's so pretty. And first off, we've got a sunset coming up here. It's actually one of the things about Coney Island, and one of the name origins actually from the Lenape people, that they called it the place where the sun never set, or the place of much light, something along those lines. And it's because it's a south-facing island ultimately, which means you get sunset and sunrise. And here we are looking west across their parking lot. Over here you can see the Ford Performing Arts Amphitheater. And we're just going to walk along, and I'm going to show you a little bit. Real quick, I want to show you this incredible ride up close. Because here we are underneath the parachute drop. Because actually, this entire baseball stadium and where we're standing right now is actually where the old steeplechase amusement park was. The one that burned down, with the old mechanical horses, with the barrel of love, the one that would have the blowholes knocking people's hats around and such, and that would all have been out and about in this space that we're in right now. Hi Kristen, hi Jenny. Down here what we have is actually the warm-up area for the pitchers as well as the catchers. That ball machine shoots balls out, so the catchers can be over here at the plate warming up as well without having to use up the pitcher's arms. And there in the distance, what we're looking over into are the next over towards Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park. We're looking over towards Luna Park, and then once again in this direction, what we're looking at is the ocean. So thought we would just enjoy this Brooklyn night sky as the sun starts to go down, and maybe catch a tiny little bit of baseball. So when we look out towards the water, and you see that ocean water out there, we are on the kind of the southern or southwestern tip here almost of Long Island. And this is the lower bay of the sort of, the New York Bay. Specifically, this water directly off of us over in this direction is probably already the Gravesend Bay. But as we look out in this direction, what we're looking at is New Jersey, actually, is the land in the distance that you can kind of see on the horizon. And as we spin around past the parachute drop, and we look out in this direction, directly in front of us, guys, that is all Atlantic Ocean down there. just pure Atlantic Ocean in the distance. So. And what do we have here? Yeah, we've got Coney Island in the evening. Someone about to go over the Thunderbolt. Whoa, you can almost feel it in your belly. Whoa, around the loop they go. Oh my goodness. And there's a baseball game. It's a tie game right now. The Cyclones, the Mets affiliated team, unlikely to defeat the, New York Yankees affiliated Hudson Valley Renegades. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak. Our poor friends here in Brooklyn. Hey Heidi, thanks very much for the thumbs up and the smiley face with sunglasses. And welcome to Brooklyn. Welcome to Coney Island. Welcome to New York City, the borough of
right
Brooklyn.
fielder, number 17,
and welcome
Jake
to
Sanford.
a bit of sunlight and a bit of a sunset, although not the most strategic location for right here. We are getting clouds there, aren't we? Not what we're necessarily looking at. Buildings, clouds, less sun. But that ocean right over there, it's just like all to me. So, post-baseball game, probably going to go and have to put my feet in that sand, in that Atlantic Ocean water right there. It's amazing sometimes you forget that even though you're in a big metropolis like New York City, that actually you are only a 40 to 60 minute ride away from Coney Island and the beach. And ironically, a ride that people have been making on the trains and the subways for about 100 years now to come out and enjoy this space. So, pretty miraculous. Don't believe me that they've been coming for that long? Well, this picture that I'm showing you right now is actually from up on this ride. You can see the old parachute strings as they look down onto the steeplechase park. And you can see them hanging up there and looking down. You can almost imagine them looking down to where we are right now. And it wouldn't be crazy. It's actually pretty much where we are is where the old Steeplechase Park was. But because it burned down, we now have not an amusement park here, but rather a baseball stadium. So, which is really nice stuff. Kristen writes, that could be the ferry to Far Rockaway out there in the ocean where we were looking before. Great place to come and escape to. Does not feel like we are in New York. Does not feel like we're in Brooklyn. It feels very special and different out here.
Anderson and friends. Fuchs Rosenwide PLLC. Welcome to Tex Family and Friends. The Working Assembly. Welcome Layla and Darius to their first.
Hey Shannon, long time no see, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to Brooklyn. Welcome to Coney Island.
And welcome Ed Maloney and friends. Those are your groups. Here at the ballpark this evening, fans, bring your squad to see our squad. Look, your next group out with us at Bonnie Park. The offers and perks are available for groups of 12 or more.
That boardwalk out there, guys, walking along is the first boardwalk ever to receive a national historic landmark status. All the way here along, connecting to that pier out to the ocean. as planes flying to and from JFK, LaGuardia airports fly overhead. Well, if you missed the Coney Island exploration earlier on, you probably didn't hear much about steeplechase and this particular amusement park that we were in which used to be where we are right now. The ghosts of that old steeplechase park haunt this field because it burned down and it's long gone. But it was actually that old park that the owner, a guy by the name of Tilhue, had employed two other gentlemen by the name of Frederick Thompson and Skip Dundee to help him develop a special ride, a trip to the moon ride, where you would get on a car with other passengers and ride along through an amusement park building, a ride, and meet space men, men from Mars, men from the moon, women from the moon, moon women, and moon giants. They'd gift you small pieces of green moon rock, which was actually green cheese. And it was such a popular ride that Frederick Thompson and Skip Dundee, they were dissatisfied with their relationship that had come out of their great success. And Tilhue and they kind of parted their ways. And Frederick Thompson and Skip Dundee, powered by sour grapes to some extent, and also faith and belief in their own success to go and create great rides, will then go and buy up the 22 acres of land from the previous Sea Lion amusement park, which had already burned down itself. And they will open up Luna Park, which is the one park of the great three, the great three parks that once used to be here. It's the one that still remains. Dreamland, Steeplechase, and Luna Park were the trifecta of Coney Island's great parks. And well, 1 out of 3 still here for us to enjoy, with Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement kind of having bought up the space in between. And the Wonder Wheel, an incredible ride. I went on it earlier on. Wasn't able to live stream it because there's way too much motion to pull that off and not give you guys all car sickness. But did take some pictures. I will be posting those up on Facebook. So it's very pretty. Well, guys, the game is still 0-0. And the sun is setting. A nice cool wind out here at Coney Island. $10 baseball ticket. It's amazing. And it's Thirsty Thursday, which means that beers are only $3. This doesn't feel like New York City. This doesn't feel like New York at all. $10 for a ticket to a baseball game and $3 for a beer? It's too cheap. I feel like I'm in the Midwest or something like that. Ken's English from Tokyo writes, "Hi Chris, sorry to interrupt." Never interruption, Ken. You're more than welcome, man. But when are you starting live stream tours of Europe or Asia? That's an excellent question. And I've been communicated that very soon we will be back to doing live streams in Europe. I have an email from the CEO of Sandeman's New Europe saying that we'll be going to 1 to 2 live streams a week. Soonish, I think, in the cities that we're already operating in, like London, Paris, Amsterdam, Edinburgh, Berlin, Barcelona, Madrid, Lisbon, Porto. So, and then in Asia, really, it's just a question of when someone wants to do a live stream. Like, we're filling the content platform. I'm filling the content platform. The company in Europe will start kicking up and filling in some of the gaps. Yeah, it's time to reach back out to Bernard and Shohei and see if they're up for something. I'd love to do more tours in Tokyo. We did a couple with Dai, but looking for more. So, like, if you're a live streamer out there and you're looking to promote yourself to our audience, and you want to let people know what you're doing and show us something, let me know. Reach out. Come on, let's do it. We'll broadcast you. You know, get your story out there. Share some knowledge. Share some experience. Shannon asks, who's playing? It's 2 minor league teams. It's the Brooklyn Cyclones, which are a Mets-affiliated team, and then it is the Hudson Valley Renegades, which are a Yankees-affiliated team. So it's sort of like a New York Subway Series of baseball in a way, because even though these are 2 minor league teams, they are they're home teams. They're New York teams. I mean, they're both New York State teams, right? Brooklyn Cyclones happen to also be a New York City team affiliated with the Mets, which play at Citi Field up on Randall's Island, I think. I'm not a Mets fan, but like, hey, God bless you, Mets fans. I'd rather you win than someone else, unless it's the Yankees, because I'm a Yankees fan, and I'd rather have the Yankees win. So I'm a little bit torn because this is a Mets-affiliated team here, but they're playing a Yankees-affiliated team. The visitors are the Yankees team. When they entered the field, they played the like Imperial March from Star Wars. So, Jim brother, you know what's up, man. Same old. It's the same old. It's baseball. It's taking a quick looky look. Shannon, nah, go Jays. That's right, Toronto Blue Jays. They were really good for a while. Are they good again? Hope so. They were a great team. I remember back when I was a true Yankees fan, like, and really watching a lot of Yankees games through the 80s, the Toronto Blue Jays were excellent. They were like the team to beat. Jeanette, yeah, I know. I said the stream was for tomorrow, but there was a secret stream, this pop-up stream for those who are in the know. And I should have mentioned it earlier on. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to pull it off, but here we are, pulling it off. Oh, and the sun is kind of set a little bit, but you still get a little bit of the ocean view behind me. I don't want to have like my face. I'd rather have you guys watching this other stuff. The game stream for the Cyclones. Well, I can't actually film the baseball game because of as part of my entrance into the stadium, I'm not allowed to really film the game, and I honor that because someone has rights to film the game. I just kind of like happen to talk about the field, which used to be Steeplechase Park, and the game got in my way. So like, I'm going for the history, not this baseball game. So that's what's happening. Hey Diana, thanks for your comment earlier on about Nathan's hot dogs. Who doesn't love Nathan's hot dogs? You know, good stuff. I mean, I don't eat hot dogs anymore, but God, I miss them. So yeah. Shannon says over on Facebook that the Blue Jays are doing quite well this year. They just started playing back in Toronto last week. Where were they playing in the meantime, Shannon? Were they not in Toronto? They were. Where would they have been? I mean, I know that it's still winter in Canada. I mean, of course not Vancouver, where Jeanette is, but like Eastern Canada, you know, like Nova Scotia, Toronto, that kind of area. But they were playing in Buffalo. You probably told me that, I believe, earlier. So cool. They were playing up in Buffalo. I like Buffalo, Niagara Falls, your neck of the woods. You know. Someone lost the phone in the bathroom.
If anyone lost their phone
Not
in
mine.
the bathroom,
So.
head to the information booth prepared to identify your mobile device.
Oh, Shannon explains why the Blue Jays were playing in Buffalo, because of the border closure between Canada and the United States of America. So if they're going to play against other U.S. teams, can't be based out of Toronto if you can't get back and forth across the border. Totally makes sense. Thank you. Yeah. Heck no, Jeanette. Because of winter, right? It's not winter.
That's all groups of 12 or more. Redeem your hat voucher for your free Cyclones cap at the information booth before the end of the next inning.
And Ken, I didn't acknowledge your comment before about sounding exciting because we cannot travel from Japan at the moment. It's crazy. You know, it's absolutely nuts. But I'm really hopeful that people in Japan are going to start picking up on the vaccinations when actually so few people in other places are kind of using their vaccinations. The really good news actually is that with the high uptick in COVID sicknesses in the U.S. South and Midwest, oh my God. Sorry. I can't believe I missed these 3 hot dogs racing each other down the field. Here I'm talking about vaccination uptick rates. I'm not amazing.
Cauliflower crust and regular crust. The pizza stand at the top where for section 5 is in place for you to go. You can also get
right, Jeanette, absolutely, yeah, far from it. It's definitely not winter in Canada. It's way too hot. Much hotter than it should be, for sure. No, that's definitely the case. Diana writes, it's hard watching the Olympics without fans. You gotta feel bad for Japan. I hear what you're saying, Diana. And I feel really bad for the athletes, actually. There's a psychological study that was done where they took experts and they put them in environments where there was an audience or where there was no audience. And then they took novices at the same thing. Pool playing was actually the experiment. Billiards. And they had the novices now play with an audience or without an audience. And it turns out that if you are an expert at something, having an audience, the pressure of it, right, will elevate your delivery, your success. You will be even better than you usually would be. Whereas if you're a novice, the pressure actually has a negative effect against you. So, I feel bad for those Olympic athletes because they don't have the audience that would probably make them excel. Michelle, you're welcome. Happy for you to be here, Mom. Always glad to surprise you in hopefully a good way. And I love, Jeanette, I love the story that the Vancouver team at sushi races. I always want wasabi to win, she writes. It's hysterical. Wasabi. Wasabi toothpaste seems like a terrible idea, actually. I don't know why I thought of that. Anyway, not wasabi toothpaste. Hey, Tage! Welcome, brother. We were just talking about Canada and Blue Jays and Toronto and all of that type of stuff. And I'm like secretly filming the game in my back. But let's get a last look at the sky over here. The sunset officially has already set. Now we're getting post-sunset light here. And still got a little bit of color in the sky. Although I think it's weird that this parachute drop ride, despite the fact that it's closed, they still have the lights on. I mean, I'm happy for it. It's beautiful. It's nice. Tage writes, the Olympic walk-run race is now on. It's a 50-kilometer walk-run race, and they're almost done in Sapporo. Isn't that pretty? Great colors on that. You can hear the screams from the people in the distance. You can't probably, but I can. I can hear the screams of the people on those rides way out there in the distance. Very viscerally. And apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently the Cyclone runs 24 hours a day. I didn't even know that. It seems like an absolutely exciting fact for me to have learned. So thank you. Thank you, Sensei. Oh, that guy was smoking a vape pen. You're not supposed to smoke those here, sir. But I'm happy to know that you can get away with it. Gosh, is that how long the race takes, Diana and Tage? 2 hours for the walk-run race? Whoa, there is a drone zooming around this parking lot. It's like a speed drone. Three hours and 38 minutes, Diana. That is nuts. Holy cow, Tage, almost 4 hours. Seems like a long time to power walk. But I guess there's people that do ultra marathons that are like get the pace up too. Oh, so pretty. Crack at the bat. All right, guys. Well, just wanted a quick pop-up. I will be back tomorrow. We've got, I am, yes, Tage. I am at I'm attending the baseball game, $10 tickets with Geico's code Summer21. Summer21, guys, Summer21. Enter that in, and you will get in to this game for $10 and $3 beers. How long is the baseball game, asked Rebecca? Well, it seems like it's the 5th inning, and it started at 7 p.m. It's now 8:15. Baseball games have, I think they've been getting longer because they become more and more pitching games and less hitting games as pitchers pitch faster and faster and faster. In fact, in the minor leagues, I believe that they're testing something new where they're actually moving the mound where the pitcher pitches from, that white little line in the mound, pitcher's mound, backstop. They're moving it back a foot. And just that one extra foot of distance, those extra 12 inches, makes a big difference, right? 12 inches. It'll slow the balls down to make it so that it's easier for the batters to hit more hits. So, and there are a total of 9 innings.
Nice. She'll love that.
Rebecca, do minor league games last as long as the majors? No, they probably actually last less time, and that's because the majors, the pitching, the game is more of a pitching game already. They're really stomping on those balls, and that just means that there are more pitches thrown, more balls, more strikes, less hits, and then it takes longer. Whereas if there's more hits, more action, more outs, more fielding, more home runs, all that kind of jazz. So. Diana, you mean you don't think you have baseball games right now in California? Because it's 30 degrees? They're still playing baseball in LA. I'm sure the Dodgers are still up and running. Oh, or do you mean people in the Olympic race? Any good game food, Tage asked. Did you find the Cuban place? Wait, Tage, is there a Cuban place here at this ballpark right now? I'm just about to go get a bad chicken burrito for the price of 3 beers. Olympic race. Thanks, Diana. I appreciate that. And thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate the well wishes. All right, guys, sun is set. That was it. This is just a quick pop-up. 30 minutes. We're done. Thank you for saying hi real quick. I'm going to check in with you, Diana and Tage, tomorrow and find out what the results were of the Olympic walk-run race as they come into Sapporo. I'm not going to look. I refuse to know until you guys tell me. So we'll wait until then. And Michelle says, I've never been to a baseball game. Ooh, well, Mom, that's something we can change. I mean, this team is from where you are living right now, right close to you. This is the Hudson Valley Renegades. They're your home team, as it was. Tage says, thought you maybe could find Cuban food. Nah, I think it's probably going to be like a bad burrito or a hot dog, or I'm going to wait till later to eat. Diana says, my kids all went to the Dodgers the other night. It was full and no vaccination check. Ooh, that's not so good. That's not what should be happening. Michael James, hi. Brooklyn born and raised, living in Canada now. Hope to get back to New York this fall. Yeah, hope to have you back. Hope you get back. Absolutely. Tage, see you tomorrow. Beautiful. Absolutely, brother. We will be in the Brooklyn Botanic Garden tomorrow, exploring that location starting at around 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. So, and Michael James says they used to play in Staten Island. Did they? The Cyclones used to be a Staten Island team. They weren't the Staten Island Cyclones, were they? Staten Island conservatives? Staten Island anti-vaxxers? No, I'm just kidding around, of course. I'm not messing with Staten Island. My grand aunt lived on Staten Island. Yeah, that's what I'd call her, my grand aunt. Right, Mom? Didn't she? Bonsoir, Jeanette. Au revoir, mon ami. And Diana, you'll be in New York, New Jersey in October. Oh, hey, Diana, I'd love to take you out for a coffee or a hot chocolate or something like that. If you've got time and you're around Manhattan or in the city, let's make that happen for sure. It'd be a pleasure to get to meet you in person. So let me know if that ends up happening. Shannon, great to see you tonight. And we'll enjoy the game. I will. And hopefully see you again very soon. I've been carrying around this bag of gifts for you and Tage in my bag for like weeks. And I keep planning to go to a post office and mail them to you. It's like little carry bag, a little notepad for you guys, some magnets, bottle openers. Got to go to the post office and do it. It's driving me nuts. It's heavy too, but I punish myself. I carry it because it's like my albatross around my neck, like the ancient mariner. It's like my burden to carry these gifts. Oh, Poland just won the race. Tamala from Poland just won the race. Thank you, Tage, for the update and the report. Now I know. Now I do not have to wait till tomorrow to find out. And Diana, we will meet in person, so I'm looking forward to it. If you're down for it, I'm down for it. And no place like October. No place like New York in October. I like a Gershwin tune. How about you? And Canada won bronze. Thank you, Tage. Tage, I gotta go. Stop telling me stuff. Guys, good night. Mwah. Ciao. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Brooklyn Botanic Gardens. We're gonna go take a look at some beauty stuff. Michelle writes, yes, Aunt Sissy and Mildred lived on Staten Island. Thank you for that confirmation. And with that, I am going to return to the baseball game. Mwah. Ciao. Bye, guys. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Later, Michael. And bye, Diana. Until tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.